I'm going to say it right now. Any action figure reviewer that just finds a ton of things to complain and nitpick about this figure, you had to dig deep in your hating ass soul to find something to complain about with this figure. It's that damn good. Just a friendly reminder from your boy Animated Heroes, don't forget to check out my boys at Sculptimo Toys for the best figures, best prices, and fastest shipping if you guys haven't already. Let's get into it. What the heck is up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review, and as you can see today, we're going to be taking a look at the Mafex Marvel Avengers Infinity War number 104 Thor, and I've seen some positive things about this figure, so I'm really excited for it. Even when I saw the promo pics, I knew I wanted this guy, so I'm hoping it doesn't let me down. Let's go ahead and start off with that sexy packaging, and then of course we'll dive right into the figure itself. Now, for the sexy packaging, obviously, it's the same thing that we always do get with Mafex, and I'm fine with that. You got the window packaging with the figure and some of the accessories visible. Of course, you got an image of him right there. This is the one with the cape. This is the one without it. As you guys can see, he does have interchangeable chest plates. You got Marvel Avengers Infinity War right there. Mafex 104, Medicom toy. At the top, you just got Avengers Infinity War, which is cool. At the bottom, all the legal stuff that no one really cares about. On the side, you got a badass image of God of Thunder Thor right there. I like that. Mafex 101 or 104 rather, Avengers logo right there. Then on this side you got him when he's summoning the Stormbreaker or powering up, attacking, whatever. Avengers Infinity War right there. And then of course on the back, a whole bunch of poses you can get the figure into, and then some more legal items that no one really cares about. So that being said, let's go ahead and bust this guy open and see what this figure's all about. Now, straight out of the packaging, I just have to say that this figure scares me. And the reason I say that is because anyone that knows me knows I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. Really, I picked this guy up just for the sole purpose of reviewing it. This is not a figure that I expected to keep, but based on what I am seeing as of right now, this figure is going to remain in my collection for a long time. As you guys can see, the details on this guy, the look of this guy, you can't tell me that does not look like the actor who plays the character. Chris Hemsworth, I think is his name, looks exactly like the guy, man. I really dig all of this. The sculpt work, the detail. You have like the chainmail for the arms, all these like straps and things around the gauntlets. Everything about this figure is dope. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this floaty piece right here, if that's what it is, I don't think it is. Let me see. I don't know, like, it looked like a diaper when I see other people reviewing it, but it's not bad at all having it in person. I really like all the different color blacks that they use for this figure. You got all the like gradients of gray and things in there. Like, this just looks dope. Even the sculpt work on the knee pads all the way down to the boots, and the cape is dope as well. Like, from front to back, this figure is sick, man. And even the face sculpt, I'm gonna show that one a little bit more. Let me move my lighting so you guys can see it. Probably shook the camera, but oh well. As you guys can see, they do have the multicolored eyes, which is dope because obviously I think he calls him Rabbit, but the raccoon gave him I forget his name, I don't care. But the raccoon gave him another eye, and I think they just did a phenomenal job on it. And the eyes are kind of tiny, but the way they look, like, it still has a realistic look to him. He's got the scar on his face from when he got cut by Hela. Like, the hair sculpt is nice. Like, I could brag about this all day. This is a Thor figure, guys. I am not a fan of Marvel outside of the live action movies, and for me to be praising a figure like this, in terms of looks, this guy's a 10 out of 10 for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put him back. Let's see how tall he stands. And then, of course, we'll get into everything else that follows. So for his height, as you guys can see, he is right between 6 inches and 6.5, a little bit shorter than 6.5. So He is right around the typical Mafex size as far as I know. I don't have any of the SH figure arts to compare him to. I'll let you guys know that now. I sold all those a long time ago. But if Mafex continues to make figures this great, I will collect all the Avengers over and I'll just buy it from them because I really freaking dig this. And now for the real test, because I already know that in terms of accessories, I love it. The articulation. He looks up about that much, down very freaking well, as you guys can see. That I love that. He does get really good head tilt, and it did pop off. I'm going to leave that on camera for you guys to see. It's kind of easy to pop off, but at the same time, like, it's not something that's going to just keep popping off. I was just playing with it a little rough, but as you guys can see, it does pop off. He does get tilt. These are going to hinder it just a little bit, but it's not bad at all. And so in terms of his arms, he does have a butterfly joint. Great, it goes forward and back. He can bring his arms in, as you guys can see. Major plus right there. Arms go up and out. It does not have the Shazam problem. Thank you. That alone makes me happy. He does have a bicep swivel, does have double jointed elbows. The hands are on the typical peg that they always use, this little thin peg right here. Feels sturdy. These actually feel a whole lot more sturdy than usual, so I'm definitely happy about that. He does have a diaphragm joint. Look at that. He goes back, hold on. With the diaphragm joint, I actually popped it off, but I was forcing it. But he does go back pretty well as well, and so I'm happy with that. Forward, as you guys can see, about that much. Great. He does have a swivel right there at the waist, so you can turn this guy no problem. Kicks forward that much. The diaper doesn't hinder anything at all. Well, maybe. We'll see. Kicks back about that much, which is fine. No one's ever posed Thor kicking backwards. Now, he can do the splits about that much. It does drop down, but that's about as much as you can get. But, I mean, no one's ever seen Thor do a split kick, so that's cool. Does have thigh swivel. Phenomenal. Double jointed knees. A little bit less than I thought it was going to be, but that's cool. I'm fine with that. Foot goes down about that much, up about that much. Of course, he's got the ankle rocker and toe hinge. Articulation, easy freaking pass. You can get this guy to do anything that you need Thor to do. I'm satisfied. Now, as far as the cape goes, he does have bendy wire in each end of the cape. As you guys can see, it flows nicely like this. I freaking love this. There's no wires like in between here, so you can't pose it like all crazy and anything like that. Like the middle of it's blowing back, but this part's kind of down, if that makes any sense. But as far as just posing the cape out and blowing, you're not going to have any problems with that. But since there's no bendy wire in the middle of it, obviously, like, the middle section is going to kind of droop down a bit. That doesn't bother me. It might bother some people, but I like it how it is. I think they did a great job. It would have been great to have that extra wire in the middle, but it's not a problem. It's not like anything that docks the figure for me. Now, in terms of accessories, you also get more than enough. You get his default stern-looking face as he comes in the package, as well as just a pair of relaxed open palm hands. You get him when he's charged up, ready to fight, with the blue eyes right when he's getting struck by thunder, ready to attack an opponent. You get him when he's still missing his eye, which is a great inclusion. I'm glad that they added this. You do get, as far as hands go, the relaxed ones that I said. He does come with a pair of fist hands. I'll show those in a sec. But you get the hands for gripping the Stormbreaker, obviously. You get another pair of open palm hands, which I'm always happy when they include these. You do get the Stormbreaker itself with some lightning effects on it, and they come off easily, but if you have them on, they don't, well, I put it on wrong, but they don't just fall off, as you guys can see. This one's like not going anywhere. But obviously, yeah, you can take them off. The sculpt work on this is nice. I feel like maybe the handle could have used a bit of black wash, but other than that, the sculpt on this is phenomenal. Now, as far as the upper body, you do get an interchangeable part. And it's just like for him whenever he doesn't have his cape and he doesn't have the chainmail on, obviously, which comes with a pair of fist hands, as you guys can see. And since I showed it off in the articulation, it's easy to put this piece on. All you have to do is pop it on when you pop off the top of that joint up there. So easy to put on, and I'm very happy they included this. Now, lastly, what tops this figure off for me is all the different lightning effects that you get. You get like chest plates of lightning, which is sick. I dig this. And then at the bottom, you get 2 extra pieces that you can put around the wrist for like even more of an effect. So I want to see some dope ass photos of this figure with the lightning. I am expecting to see a lot. I'm definitely going to try to take as many as I can, but everything about this figure is just great. Like, I'm really freaking enjoying this. Now for some size comparisons, here he is standing next to the Mafex Shazam, which I actually just reviewed. Go check that out if you haven't already. And of course the Mafex classic outfit Deadpool, which Deadpool's kind of towering over him, but we can say that this is a comic book outfit. So I mean, these really don't have to go in scale together technically. Next up, here he is standing next to a Medicom Sovereign Knight Batman with a custom cape from my boy GPS Lot on eBay. And of course, a fully custom made Marvel Legends animated heroes. Lastly, for just 2 random figures, here he is standing next to a Revoltech Deathstroke and a McFarlane Toys My Hero Academia Kirishima. Now, I'm not one of those reviewers who looks and just tries to find something to complain about by the end of the review. Trust me, that's not me. I want to like a figure as much as possible. And this is one of those figures where I damn near couldn't find anything that I disliked about this figure. I had one issue that occurred more so towards the end of the video, only because I was trying to change out the body part, the top half of course, and that's just that this piece right here was a pain to take off. I think it got hot, the plastic got stuck, and so I kind of messed it up taking it off. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but it's like really scratchy. I tried to stick a X-Acto knife in there to pop it off. That didn't work. Tried to stick a pair of scissors in there, and I know all of these are the wrong methods. But I finally just put it in some hot water, and so that's why you guys are going to see that the cape is a little bit wet. Not sure if you can tell, but cape is definitely wet. But good news is it will actually stay on, and so I don't have to worry about it falling off once I plug it in there, right? But yeah, there we go. And see, it's not coming off, so made it work. That was the only issue I had. I just could not get that off, and I really wanted to use the other body for the shots that I took. So all that to say this, guys, I don't know what the SH Figure Arts is like. If you have the SH Figure Arts, then maybe you don't need this guy, but I would say for the effects alone, that makes this figure a whole lot better. But I also don't think that you get 3 alternate heads with the SH Figure Arts. I might be wrong. I completely passed on that one. I didn't even think twice about pre-ordering it. But this guy, like I said, I just pre-ordered it because it looked cool. I wanted to review it. Mafex has like blown me out of the water with this release. At first, when they kept pushing it back, I was a little afraid. I didn't think it was going to turn out great. I know normally they push back products to make sure that they come out like they're supposed to, but they've had flops doing that before, and this figure is not one. Guys, if you like Thor, if you like Avengers, especially the live action, this guy is a must-have. I think I paid pretty penny for him. I paid $97, and that was with some Ami credits. And yes, I got him from Ami, but he's going to cost you a little bit, but I mean, so will the SH Figure Arts, and I think this one's well worth it. So that's my review, guys. Go pick up this figure. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Make sure to hit that bell icon, and of course follow me on everything you see listed in the description below. As always, Animated Heroes out. Peace.